To highlight the overall finding is that utility patenting in Singapore has grown much faster and has overtaken Hong Kong in both quantity and quality in recent years. University and public R&D institutions, as well as subsidiary of global high-tech MNCs, make greater contribution in Singapore patenting compared to Hong Kong, and higher level of technology specialization in high-tech clusters targeted by government in the case of Singapore. A more strategic role of the government of Hong Kong in formulating and implementing a coherent set of IP creation and commercialization policies over and above its current sort of public R&D funding policies in order to support the drive towards a more advanced innovation system. So while we recognize that the role of IP varies significantly with the nature of technology fields and business sectors, so for example, in some sector you get a lot more patents than in others, and the strategic role of patent may also vary, but nonetheless, I think it probably makes sense for Hong Kong at this point to have a more high-level strategic overview, either through the ITC or some other appropriate agencies, to try and ensure that IP-related issues are taken into consideration.
To link together two issues. One, the issue of IP protection in the more narrow sense of protection, of legal protection of intellectual property. And here, Professor Wong notes how much progress Hong Kong has really made over the last decade, if measured only in the narrow sense of getting itself off the 301 watch list. And secondly, and more broadly, the issue of IP creation and commercialization, as that links to the government's policies in supporting innovative activities. What would Hong Kong have to do to enhance the capabilities of Hong Kong individuals, of Hong Kong firms, to participate in global innovation systems? Well, I think one thing has to do with digital infrastructure. The second has to do with something as apparently simple but really very difficult as maintaining the English language capabilities of its population, something that has to do with primary and secondary school, secondary education capabilities. Because, in fact, many of the world's most important global innovation systems are going to be ones in which exchanges will be conducted in English. And if one's population cannot communicate easily in that language, you're automatically out of that. You're automatically out of that system. So this, I know, is a significant issue for debate here in Hong Kong, and I think it's one that has enormous importance for Hong Kong's ability to be a leader, a participant and a leader in open innovation systems.